Hello everybody and welcome to this promo video for the Far East 9-hole Cup, the ultimate tournament guide for Expert and Master Division. In this video, I will take you through and show you some examples of our ultimate tournament guides and also explain to you why having a guide will help your game, not just by getting better shots, but also to save time and spend less time playing your round and invest less ball. So make sure to scan the QR code here on the screen, or you go directly to patreon.com/golf-tommy. Then you can find all our packages, and you will notice that we have much more than just a tournament guide package. Bundle it together with tour play, or just go tour play, or whatever. We are there to help you as well, as we do have a support line, and that you can reach through support@golf-tommy.com that answer hundreds of emails every single day to help fellow players out. Alright, when it comes to our 9-hole Cup guides, we're doing Expert and Master Division. When you sign up for any of the 9-hole Cup guides, you get access to everything we do for the 9-hole Cup. So, it doesn't matter if you play Master, you get access to Expert. It doesn't matter if you play Expert, you get access to Master. That's kind of bundled together. And that we do that because people want to have the flexibility of choosing between divisions. Many players move up, especially from Expert to Master, to try out with maybe the lower level clubs that they do have, or that they want to try out because they like the course and stuff like that, and then it might not go as they wanted. Then they have the possibility to go back and still have a guide to fall back on. We do for qualifying round and for final round. We do have Telegram chats as well, where you as a player have the possibility to ask the shot creators questions about their shot, but also upload your own creations if you want that. But most of all, and the biggest thing, is to upload a shot that you may think that you followed exactly what you should, and you can't really figure out why did the result go as it was. Then the shot creators and the team can help out and explain to you what to do to the next time. Okay, this is what you did different this time, then for the next time do like this instead, and it might give you a better result. And that's something that we have been praised for so much, by having that support system to always be there to help out our players, because that is the thing. We want people to have the full experience with us. We just don't want you to have a guide. Sure, the guide is massive, but in the end we want you to become a better player, and becoming a better player will help you, and not just in tournament but in tour play and checkpoint challenge and any other game mode that will come into the game in the future. Help you understand the game more, which also then allow you to make tweaks on the fly when you're playing the big tournaments or the 9-hole Cups, and being able to be more successful. And that's what it's all about, to evolve, become a better player, and that is something we do and have been doing for many years. So make sure to scan the QR code here on the screen, and you get to our package and you sign up and you try it out. And when you do invest, you invest, and you get yourself 30 days to try out all the tournaments that is included in that in those amount of days. If you have any questions before sign up, you can always email support@golf-tommy.com. But now, enough about that. Let's take a look at the packages. You can see some as well, and then we're going to take a look at some examples of our guides. So when you do go to patreon.com/golf-tommy, then you will see all our packages. You can see that we do have a lot of packages here on the website, but the one for us to focus on here is the 9-hole Ultimate Text Guide. This is a cheaper package than if you would be choosing 18-hole tournament package and stuff like that. But here it includes everything that we are doing for the 9-hole Cup. It doesn't matter if you are a master player, you will get access to Expert. It doesn't matter if you are an expert player, you will get access to Master. That is how we want to put it up. So if you are a 9-hole Cup player, then you get access to all the things that we're doing regardless what division. If we happen to start doing guides for Pro, then we will be including that as well with no additional cost. When it comes to the divisions Expert and Master, we're doing a qualifying round guide that both are out on Thursday, and when it comes to the final round guide, they both for both divisions are out on Saturday. Obviously, as you only have 24 hours to play the final round, it is important that we are quick, making the right decisions, and give you a guide that make you compete. And that's also why it's such a massive advantage having a guide for the 9-hole Cup, and why you that do sign up for the 6th anniversary 9-hole Cup guide will have such a massive advantage to bring home a good score is that it's a short amount of time. So having a guide, having dialed in shots will give you an advantage over the others that do not. And that is a really important thing to have in mind. We do have a Telegram chat. Make sure to join that. The whole chats are out for the 6th anniversary 9-hole cup and also for the 9-hole cups for the whole January. So make sure to join them because there we post early content. We also are there to help if something doesn't work as you want. You upload a video and we help you out. It's a perfect way as a support system. So you choose this package, 9-hole ultimate text guide. You can see it's 86 Swedish, which is approximately $8.50, and that is for a month. And all the 9-hole cups, that is for that, for the 30 days from when you sign up, then that will be included in your package. Then it will renew if you want it to renew, or you cancel if it wasn't something for you. Again, we do have so many other packages as well, and if you want to bundle in together the 9-hole cup with any of the 18-hole tournament guides, you scroll down to 9-hole plus ultimate tourney guide for whatever division you are looking for. So again, we have something for each and every one, so make sure to scan the QR code here above me or use the link in the description and go there. Let's now move on and take a look at some examples for expert and master division. So yes, expert division, we are doing a qualifying round guide and the final round guide for the 9-hole cups in expert. Obviously, there are a lot of players that do play the expert 18-hole tournaments that do step up into master to play, but we still want to provide the 9-hole cup guides for expert for those that do not have the possibility to play master or do not want to. So we offer both. Again, you get access to both expert and to master, so you can choose during the tournament what you want to play. So you can try expert day 1, then go master day 2, try master day 1, go expert day 2, for an example. Alright, so when it comes to our guide, make sure to read through the general advice and understanding our guides and balls, curl, and wind angles page. And the reason for that is that the guide could, especially as a new user, it could be a lot of data. It could be a bit overwhelming, but here, take 5 minutes, read it through, and it will be so much easier when you look at the guide. Obviously, when it comes to the guide team, it is looking very similar, but not exactly the same all the times as the 18-hole tournaments. But we are plenty of people. It's not just one guy doing the shots, and it's not just one guy doing the slides. We are a lot of people involved, regardless what division, to ensure the world-class quality and to be several steps ahead, as per usual, from the other guide creators. Now, a par 4 to start with, you see we have the drive at the top, the second shot at the bottom. This to be easier for you to follow than having it left to right. It's an easier structure on the page, and it will allow you to get everything for the drive and then naturally just look further down to see the second shot. We work a lot with tables. We're catering to Apocalypse level 4+ when it comes to expert, and obviously when it comes to quarterback and the rock and stuff like that, we're using that when we can. But as a main driver, it's the Apocalypse, and we're catered to Apocalypse level 4+. Focusing on to always have a base of free-to-play balls. Does that mean that you can never use any special balls? Sure you can. I mean, you can use a special ball more or less on every hole that we do suggest. Could be a specific time where we do want a specific wind strength where it may be best to use a specific ball. But free-to-play balls and standard balls doesn't matter. You can use whatever when it comes to expert. We're obviously also focusing on adding some more aggressive lines. It is like you can see here now, here on hole number 2, we have 2 options, right? We have Ascend It with a specific special ball, then we do have Ascend It that is with just a Berserker. That gives you 2 different outcomes where you could, in that case, get yourself a much better outcome by using a better ball. So we try to analyze to see, okay, here we do want to have more aggressive approach, and then it requires a special ball. Then we always have them free to play as a base, but adding then the special ball. That's the same as we're working in master. That's the same as we're working in the 18-hole tournaments. The difference between expert and master is that we mainly have then a special ball as a first option, where we have a backup with a brilliant free to play ball shot. Wind angle tweaks, if we deem it necessary, it's not something you have to use, but we do believe that it is as equally important in master as it is in expert, or in expert as it is in master. So we're adding it on the guide. Very important for us to add everything. If you do not want to use it, that's up to you, obviously. But there is a reason to why there are the same players fighting at the top for the gold banners and for the medals all the time. That's because they're using wind angle tweaks as well. So make sure to check out our expert guide, sign up. We're doing the final round and the qualifying round guide as per usual for the 6th anniversary 9-hole cup and all the 9-hole cup moving forward. Scan the QR code here at the top and unlock the access to Telegram chats and also to the guide. Let's have a look at Master Division, and to have that said as well, we do present all the data that we do collect. We don't just present some of the data just because it would be harder for the users to follow. We present all the data, and it's up to you as a user to decide what you feel that you want to follow, because again, we are doing a guide, right? So you decide what to follow, because we want you obviously to be able to pick and choose. Either you follow all or you follow some, just that it improves your game overall. We do have the general advice and understanding our guides page, and that one together with balls, curl, and wind angles, I would say it's important to have a read through. Take yourself 5 minutes, read it through. There is also those hyperlinks here. You can see all the YouTube buttons here that will direct you to the specific videos for that, so you can get some example of that as well. I would say that when it is so much data on the guide, it is truly an important thing for you to read it through to get a better understanding. If there is something you don't understand, we will always be there to answer. Here we always present who is actually working on what during the 9-hole cups. It is different sometimes from what we do have in an 18-hole tournament. Sometimes it is the same. And that is something we want to present, and you will see that it's not just one-man band. We are a lot of people helping out in all the divisions to provide you the best possible content. Obviously, having more people will help out immensely. Let's take a look at one par 4 and one par 3. You can see here that we do have our main text, maybe a little bit small here now on the screen. But we do have the drive and the second shot separated, this to be easier to follow and to not just blur it all together by having it on the left side and then on the right side. We do feel that top, bottom, that's a natural way of moving your eyesight and stuff like that. Having specific things as tables to simplify the way that you're making an adjustment. Don't have to do the slider manually. Set as a firm slider, then you add or subtract from there to make it easy. It's everything about to make a shot easy, but also very drop friendly. So a par 4, par 5, similar type of structure. A par 3, you can see here now, big landing position picture to really put the point on what we want to focus on, and trying definitely to use a lot of max and min lines to simplify that. Again, it's all about making it simple to follow. That gives you a good outcome in the end. Then VPR tables on the side. You see here now that we have for win 5 and win 4 on this specific slides. Usually don't, but on this one we have. If there is wind angles presented, we are obviously presenting that as well, which is a crucial thing that we were first on doing, that we have evolved and are by far the leaders when it comes to understanding the wind angles and how the effect will be. That is something you don't have to use if you don't want to, but it will be there. We can take, for example, here. Here are wind angles that suggest you to do minor tweaks depending on what type of wind angle you have in the game, right? If you don't want to follow that, that's fine. But those that are shooting the best scores are following stuff like this, because it will increase the drop percentage on that specific par 3. So here you have some example from the master guide. Again, if you do want to see more examples, make sure to email support@golfclashtommy.com and we can definitely help you out there. Obviously, full access to the guide, Telegram chat, and everything else in the package will be once you do sign up. So scan the QR code here at the top or use the link patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Thank you so much everybody for watching this promo video for the Ultimate Tournament Guides for Expert and Master Division for the Far East 9-hole Cup. As already said, we're doing a guide for the qualifying round for the final round for Expert and Master Division. And as I said as well in the beginning, it's very important to have in mind that investing in a guide means that you have time for other things as well. You don't have to sit there and practice and practice and practice to be able to be competitive. Having a guide, make sure will make sure that you will stay competitive, and with limited practice you can still fight for the top positions in your bracket. So by investing in a guide, you save money on balls by not having to waste much in practice, but also time. So make sure to scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy, and you will notice that we have way more than just tournament guides there as well. But check it out and see for yourself. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in the Far East 9-hole Cup.